For the statement of the problem, this study seeks to answer the following questions. First, what is the demographic profile of the participants in terms of age, sex, school, and availability of technology? Second, what is the English proficiency level of the participants before and after using the Modern Language Lab software? Third, is there any significant difference between the English language proficiency level of the participants before and after using the Modern Language Lab software? And lastly, what are the impacts of using the Modern Language Lab software to the participants? This study aims to determine the following variables. First is the demographic profile of the students in terms of age, sex, school, and availability of technology. Second is participants' proficiency level in English before and after using the Modern Language Lab software. Third is the significant difference between the English language proficiency of the participants before and after using the Modern Language Lab software. And lastly, the impacts of using the Modern Language Lab software to the participants. This study will be beneficial to the following entities. For the teachers, they may utilize the result of the study to know what and how they will modify their teaching style. For the school administrator, it will help them to assess and have a further observations on the use of language communication software, either in enhancing the proficiency level or other competency of the students. For the colleges and university, it may serve as their basis to train their future educators to become innovative to their teaching strategies. For the students of Bachelor in Secondary Education major in English, it will help them to be aware and have some adjustments that will help them to become an effective teacher someday. For the curriculum developer, the outcome of this study may serve as a basis for innovations in education curriculum. And for future researchers, they may use this study as a reference for the related facts and figures necessarily for their research. This study will be conducted from March to June 2021 in private and public schools of Noveleta. This study will primarily focus on assessing the use of Modern Language Lab software in improving the English proficiency level of the selected grade 10 students. Researchers aim to identify the effects of incorporating the internet-based tools to strengthen the proficiency levels in English of selected grade 10 students. This study will take place in different private and public schools in academic year 2020-2021. The figure shown is the conceptual paradigm that the researchers developed so far. We use the IPO model of the framework. For the input, we have the demographic profile of the participants that involve their sex, school, age, and the availability of technology. Also, we have the English proficiency level where we will going to test the verbal, structural, and comprehensional of the participants. As for the process, we will integrate the use of Modern Language Lab software to know if there's an increase in English language proficiency levels of the selected grade 10 students in different private and public schools in Noveleta. For the theoretical framework, this study will be anchored to the theory of technology acceptance model by Davis in 1989 and Everett Rogers' definition of innovation theory with the principles of English language proficiency standards. The technology acceptance model by Davis 1989, as cited by Surndon 2013, stated that it determines an individual behavior towards different informational system construct. And according to Sheffield 2011, researchers worldwide have been using the TAM, or the Technology Acceptance Model, to understand individuals' way of acceptance in using different informational systems. Also, as explained by Booth 2016, Some factors influence an individual's intention in integrating new technologies in gathering information. He also added that these factors involve the perception of ease of use and the perception of usefulness. While on the other hand, Kurhana, Straub, and Cherveny 1999 synthesized the concept of diffusion of innovation theory by Everett Roger. According to them, this theory explained the concept of forming a certain attitude, either adaptation or rejection of innovation in the process of teaching and learning. Also, Kervin, Bariknikina, Rona, and Jones 2010 explained that it scrutinized different channels of communication, innovation, and environmental factors that influence the spread of a new idea. They also added that adapting this theory in language teaching and learning helps the learning process to be useful in achieving the desired learning outcomes. While Goldenberg 2021 defined English language proficiency as the ability to handle English language skillfully in different competency of communication, Parveen and Salam 2015 explain and combine the effectiveness of integrating technological tools and website applications in enhancing the language learning of the students. And according to Zhao, 2013, he pointed the potential of using technology for improving language education. It is found out that it is an effective strategy in learning processes.